I just want to say welcome and thank you all for coming.
No, yeah, welcome everyone to Intro to Tech, where we will just talk about a rundown of how this semester is going to work out for the Tech Committee. All right, so our mission this semester is to offer an experience for everyone. We want not only to offer tech skills just to CS and CPE majors, we want to make sure that engineers from mechanical, industrial, all the way to civil can gain something from incorporating tech into either their curriculum or their hobbies. And also part of that reason is, I'm a mechanical engineer. I've had to use some programming for my research. And obviously, there's many ways to go through that. And one notable way is CFD, which is computational fluid dynamics. So there's many ways for students to bring tech into their career.
We just want to do a little page introducing not only Bryce and I as your tech directors, but also our lead developer, Chris. So Bryce and I are going to talk first, and then we're going to let Chris do a little intro just so you get to put a face to the name. So if you guys all don't know me, I'm Sofia Montaña. I'm a third-year computer science major, and I am originally I'm from Broward, but my family and I are originally from Colombia. Let's go. Bogota. Let's go. And a fun fact, I kind of use, this is like a basic one I always use, but I always find people who don't know. I have a twin sister. She goes to UF. So we used to do Zack and Cody stuff when we were younger. We used to trick people that we would switch places. So yeah.
All right. I'm Bryce. This is my junior year studying mechanical engineering, and I'm also a tech co-director, and I'm from many places. I'm from Philippines, Hong Kong, and most recently Minnesota. I guess I currently do a lot of research at UCF. I recently did a project where it was basically glorified toaster. You heat up a wire really hot, and it can turn into many different interesting shapes. So that's just a little bit about me.
Hey guys, my name is Chris Sepulveda. I'm the lead director for the tech committee this year. My main duties will mainly be just helping anyone out with anything they need in regards of whether it comes to developing on projects that pertain to the tech committee, such as the SHPE app or a website, or any tech questions you have, even in regards to your classwork or personal side projects. You can direct to me and I can help you out as best as I can. I'm a junior computer science major, and one fun fact about me is that I interned I had my first internship this summer at JP Chase.
All right. So let's talk about a bit of what we're doing this semester.
So we have two main things we're doing new this semester, and that's going to be our developer team, and also we're doing a specific workshop series. So I'm going to start going over the developer team and the specific projects we have, and then some of our members, because we already have 4 members right now, but hopefully it will grow. So we have 2 main projects right now, and it is, the SHPE app we all know and love. That was made in React Native, but we have this brand new project that we just added recently, which is the SHPE backend. So it's going to be using Cloud Functions and Firebase. Don't worry if you don't know what that is or don't know what Firebase or Cloud Functions are. We can give you guys a step-by-step what that is and show you guys how to use it. We also want to highlight some of our members. So we have Idel, Steven, Bautista, and Jeff. So if you guys know them, they are also dev team members, and they're also more than welcome to help you guys out. But please, if you do need help, go to Chris first. Also, we wanted to put maybe you guys in the future could be future members. So that's why I put you blank SHPE member in the future. I don't know if you guys got that reference, but yeah. So it would be you guys in the future. So hopefully you guys come and join the dev team. Would be really happy to have you. We also want to talk about our workshop series. So we want to bring in more of like a guide of how to teach you guys how to use the technologies and languages that we use here, because a lot of people don't know how to use React or how to use Firebase. And to be honest, we all started out that way. No one just got to that god level immediately. Like, no, not even Naruto. But we have several things like resume critiques. We have an intro to JavaScript because JavaScript's our main language we use. So if you guys don't know, React Native and React use JavaScript as the language they use on their framework. So we'll be giving you guys like a little intro to that, also an intro to both React and React Native. We're also going to be giving 2 separate panels, one an internship panel from actually not only SHPE members, but members who've done internships can give you guys the do's and do nots, like their experience, and can help you guys, find a good internship or how to prepare as well. Because I know finding internships is stressful. The internship season is right now, like, it's really stressful. I know completely. Also, we're planning on doing some technical interview workshops, preferably for CS majors, because we have to do technical interviews. But if you're not a CS major and you want to come by, please feel free. We're more than happy to have you guys. It's just that's going to be focused to them because we do have to do technical interviews. We're also going to be doing an intro to Git and intro to text editors. So a lot of people don't know what Git is, and we use Git to upload a lot of our code. So it's a great thing to learn and know how to use so you can put on your resume, because a lot of industries use Git. I used it this summer at my internship, and I know Chris also did as well. And anyone else who had an internship, I'm very sure you guys used it. It's just a great skill to know and something that's really nice to put on your resume. So yeah.
Just to add on to that as well, that this does not even include all of the workshops. This is just a small slice of what we have coming up. For those of you who are new to the tech committee and haven't heard of us before, we were mostly known for the SHPE UCF app. And if you haven't downloaded it yet, download it right now. So at the tech committee, we currently develop the SHPE UCF app and the backend. And for those of you who don't know, we are mostly known for the SHPE UCF app, and please download it. But the SHPE UCF app does a little more than that. It gives members ability to connect with the committees that they participate in, get an understanding of what events are out there. And we also use it for things like elections. So there are many features that the app is responsible for that the SHPE UCF organization heavily uses. So we are always looking for help on that, as well as our backend. And just recently, we've been trying to move some of the functions on the app over to our backend, which is hosted on Google Cloud Functions, and that is currently used to handle some calculations or really certain entries that we would like to not have to be done on the app. But essentially, if you don't know what any of that means, basically, we just have something running in the cloud. And those are really the 2 big projects that we have right now and are looking for people to participate in.
So what are some of the benefits that you would get being a part of the dev team? So not only will you learn industry practices like doing Agile or Scrum, so for example, doing daily stand-ups is something you actually do in industry. You also learn how to work in a team and how to communicate. That's something that I know companies really stress. For example, I know most companies hire you not only for your skill, but also how good of a coworker you are. So it's really important to not only communicate, but to have great teamwork. So being a part of the dev team will really help you improve those skills. Also, you learn how to use these type of languages. So you'll learn how to use JavaScript and TypeScript, which are 2 of the main, not only web development languages, but JavaScript is used in so many different frameworks or like language and like different projects. So it would be really beneficial for you to know that and put it on your resume. You also learn how to develop in React and React Native, which is mobile and web development, which is something really good to have. It just makes companies more noticeable. It makes you stand out, which is really nice and something that would be really great on your application. You also get to be recognized as an official developer, and it gives you more of like, una ventaja, like you stand out a bit more, and people know that you contribute to the app, and you're able to say like, oh, I've done this and this on the app if you're asking a recruiter, because you are a dev team, you are a developer on not only the app, but the backend.
So the developer team is an official commitment, especially with how some of the other committees are working this year. We're trying to recognize, who really contributes to our committee, who contributes to all of the code, and it is a bit of work. So we want to make sure that when people join, they're ready to handle some of these tasks, as well as be able to keep in touch with the team. So, of course, we want everyone to have an ability to commit for at least one full semester, because there's a lot to learn and there's so much to do. And the workload is really, really up to you, but it does require that you are, in good contact with us. Another thing is that we're trying to look and identify some experience. And of course, we're all students, we're all learning new things, but we also want to be able to know that you have some interest and some proven ability that you can take on some of our tasks. So what we're looking for are many different things. And it doesn't have to be literally everything, or there's no set requirement for what you need to know coming into it. So we're looking for just some knowledge with React or some web development. Another thing is that we're also looking for people who are familiar with backend technologies. There's some ways that we're restructuring our architecture right now.
Also, like, feel free to come by and like work on the app or the backend. You can work and not be a dev team member. Like, members can work as well. So we do want to try and teach everyone. So we want to try and do these intro events. Also, we're planning on doing like specific projects, also stuff on the SHPE to help you learn more about coding and CS technologies. So those are some of the stuff we have. But if you really do want to learn, please come to our intro to like someone's like intro to blank events, because they really help you learn as well. So like intro to JavaScript, that'll help you learn JavaScript, and we'll also see if we can do some projects in JavaScript that can help you learn it even better. Because I think one of the best ways of learning a language or framework is just making projects in it. So not only do you get really good resume projects that you could talk about, like I think the app helped me get my internship. I think it looked really well, because one of the reasons my host wanted me is because I used React Native and we used Angular. And it's like similar to React. So that was one of the things that really helped me stand out. So I think this is something that can really help you guys stand out and make yourselves more unique compared to other students. You also you guys really do get industry experience, because this summer I interned, I had an internship, and a lot of the stuff I did this summer didn't correlate to my schoolwork. Like, I didn't really do any data structures. I didn't really do any algorithm stuff. I did web development. So I did a lot of web development this summer, and a lot of like full stack engineering. So I made a website pretty much. And a lot of the stuff I did to make that website didn't really correlate with the stuff I learned at school, because the stuff you learn at school is like data structures, like heaps or tries or arrays. This summer I had the great opportunity of interning with Google, and a lot of the stuff I did at Google was web development, and I really learned that in class. So Bryce and I, like, that's why one of our goals this year is to really teach you guys a lot of the stuff you're going to use in industry, so that when you guys go to a company, for example, JP, Google, Facebook, etc., you guys aren't like thrown in and are like, oh my God, wait, now I gotta learn JavaScript, now I gotta learn HTML, I gotta learn Java servlets. Like, you don't have to learn all this stuff because you already know it.
Also, just another thing is that, you're able to, obviously you're going to be able to market it, but it's a pretty low stress thing to be able to work on, especially on a project that is used by basically every single SHPE UCF member. Having that experience on, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. Sometimes there's just things that go wrong, but you learn to fail quickly.
We're planning on making a specific curriculum but like this curriculum is also going to be open for regular members, but it's specifically for dev team members in case they're not extremely familiar with a specific language or framework. Just some good resources or guides on how to do a specific thing.
Yeah, so we will have an official, like, this is what you need to know before you get really involved with the tech committee, or what you need to know if you're going to be a developer. So that's what we have for the if you're really interested in becoming a developer for our software. Hop on the Discord. because that will also be filling up, and we also have a channel just where people can post links
tutorials.
to tutorials.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't gone on the Discord, please join the Discord, because on the Discord we already have plenty of really good tutorials for, not all of them are for React or JavaScript or React Native. Some of them are kind of like for other stuff, like I think there's a Python one or something, or machine learning, but we do have a lot of tutorials on there. But Bryce and I are also planning on making an actual list of basic resources and putting that on there as well. So just make sure you're on there so that when we do post it, you guys have access to it.
Thanks for everyone for coming. But yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
you can stop it
Thanks.
right now.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for coming.